Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Tasnim BINTI Azman and my topic for the final project is the effect of knowledge on mental development. Firstly, we started by defining the definition of knowledge from both Western and Islamic perspective. From Western perspective, generally knowledge connects a person to reality gained through direct experience and indirect experience or reasoning. However, in Islam, Muslim scholars define knowledge in various ways. For example, Al-Ghazali said it is recognizing things as they truly are, while Al-Jurjani saw it as a strong belief that matches reality. Meanwhile, Ibn Arabi thought of knowledge as understanding within the limits of reality. On the other hand, we will be explaining on the definition of mental development. Mental development is influenced by learning and experience. Skills like problem solving and critical thinking come from both formal education and real-life experiences. Apart from that, for research question, we examine 3 questions, which are: what roles do revealed and rational knowledge plays in shaping intellectual and moral capacities? Second, how does Islamic epistemology differ from secular theories of mental development? And the last one, what are the implications of knowledge based on mental development for education? Next, on the project background, since the issues could be identified is that the number of students dropping out of the educational institution is increasing, hence they are unable to identify the value and importance of knowledge. Therefore, in this discussion, we aim to highlight the importance and effectiveness as well as the value of knowledge to one's mental development. Next, on the project background, since the issues could be identified is that the number of students dropping out of the educational institution is increasing, hence they are unable to identify the value and importance of knowledge. Therefore, in this discussion, we aim to highlight the importance and effectiveness as well as the value of knowledge to one's mental development. On the part of methodology, we use 4 different stages, which are the first stage that involves the information of introduction, which is to the project background, research question, literature review, study scope, and study methodology. The second stage involves the data collection, where we focus on the secondary data. The secondary data is obtained through reference material such as newspaper, journals, articles, reference books that are related to knowledge and mental development, not only in Western perspective but also Islamic perspective, and the issues and benefits of knowledge on mental development. For the literature review, each 5 of us have used 5 different articles in order to provide for a better and clearer explanation on this project. So for the first article, Religion and Spiritual Well-being, a qualitative exploration of perspective of higher education faculty in Qatar and its challenge to Western well-being paradigms. So in this study, it challenges the dominant Western paradigm, highlighted that spirituality represents a deeply personal journey affecting oneself overall well-being and their quality of life, and that the educational institution plays a significant role in promoting the empathy, ethical values, self-worth, and sense of purpose, and as well as the morality of oneself. Stage 3 is regarding the data analysis, where the data is obtained from the data collection that is being analyzed and answers all the objectives related to the conducted research. Lastly, stage 4 is where the conclusion and recommendations, in which the conclusion is based on the data analysis done in stage 3 and recommendations have been proposed to improve future studies. For the literature review, each 5 of us have used 5 different articles in order to provide for a better and clearer explanation on this project. So for the first article, Religion and Spiritual Well-being, a qualitative exploration of perspective of higher education faculty in Qatar and its challenge to Western well-being paradigms. So in this study, it challenges the dominant Western paradigm, highlighted that spirituality represents a deeply personal journey affecting oneself overall well-being and their quality of life, and that the educational institution plays a significant role in promoting the empathy, ethical values, self-worth, and sense of purpose, and as well as the morality of oneself. Moving on to the second article, which is the links between intellectual humility and acquiring knowledge. It is a study that focuses on the relationship between the intellectual and the process of acquiring knowledge. Intellectual humility here are something that refers to one's ability to accept their knowledge and understanding could either be truth or otherwise. Third, the Journal of Islamic Ethics, Fundamental Aspects of Human Conduct, is a study on the Quranic concepts, operation as guiding principles for innate human morality, rather than merely just serve as a judicial rules. And furthermore, it's also an article that it dedicates knowledge. It's more than just about learning, in which it is an idea to help people in making choices and decisions. Next, moving on to the fourth article, the integration of knowledge in Islam, concepts and challenges that highlighted. And in this particular article, it highlighted that as a Muslim, we are encouraged to explore a wide range and perspective of diverse and different knowledge, starting with the aim that is related to our faith, such as the understanding of the Islamic knowledge of Aqidah, Sharia, and Adab. And the understanding and mastery of Islamic modern and knowledge will lead to an increase of intellectual and integration of real-life knowledge and experience, as Islam is a religion that does not forbid their ummah from learning others' perspective of knowledge. And moving on to the last article, which is the character education in Islamic perspective. In this study, it told us that knowledge is more than just knowledge is an essential element that helps in developing one's mind, as it helps in shaping one's ways of thinking, developing emotional intelligence, and next, for finding and discussion, in which is a part where we answer by all the research questions from the above just now. So firstly, answering the first question, it could be said that both revealed and acquired knowledge play significant roles in building human thinking and morality, because it is undeniable that mental development is a connection between those revealed and acquired knowledge. From that, it also helps to improve one's understanding, reasoning, and it links between a connection to build perception. Moving on to the second question, it can be understood that Islamic epistemology is different from the Western philosophy, in which Islamic epistemology acknowledges the revelation together with the experience. But, however, on the other hand, Western only limited themselves to the rational-based analysis. Lastly, answering the third question, we could know that knowledge-based development plays a crucial role in helping one's individual, particularly in terms of education. It serves as a hands-on experience and practice in the class. It also helps in developing strong intellectual and consistently motivated students to engage in the learning competencies. On the other hand, knowledge could also help in building and fostering between the communities, as it provides a healthy and productive relationship in the academic progression. As knowledge is the foundation for a child's growth, it is an essential core in creating one's personality and fostering their development in an opinion and on how to view the world. For example, a knowledgeable person can think quickly and knows the ideal way on how to interact with the other community. Lastly, the last part of the discussion is the conclusion and recommendation, in which we could understand that knowledge provides endless and a variety of benefits to one's individual without counting their age, genders, and religion. It is important in helping one's mind, ideas, and enhancing their critical and analytical thinking. And then for the recommendation, we suggest that for the educators and educational researchers to establish more well-founded education instrument in order to apply it during the learning process, so that it can provide for more comprehensive pictures of students' development. That's all from me. Thank you.